have 4 minutes left on the disc, and I don't want to have to go through changing out the disc if something happens right in the middle of it. So I'm going to save my camera for right now. My motion detectors continue to go off as whatever it is sitting out there at the picnic table. There's at least 3 of them. Susan told me to put out a bunch of food. Maybe I wasn't putting out enough, so I put out quite a bit tonight. I put out some pork chops and a whole handful of candy bars, and I think they came in to eat. This is pretty darn exciting. Man, I hope my game cameras can capture this. You know, thing is, if I go busting out of here trying to get them on with the regular camera, before I can even get the door open, they're going to be gone. In fact, every time there's a little bit of activity with the trailer here, when I move around or something like that, the alarm goes silent. So that means they either scatter or they're freezing where they're at. But this, like I said, is really exciting. Okay, it's now 3:56, and the activity outside has stopped. The reason why is I had to turn my light on so that I could change out the disc. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off now. Perhaps they might think that I've gone back to sleep, or maybe they've already eaten all of the food. But as far as I could tell by looking out the window, there was 3 of them. Looked like 2 big ones and a small one. So one of them's probably Hooter, and the other one, the baby one, is probably Squeaker. From what I could see, they were about 6 feet tall, somewhere around there. The baby was probably 4 foot, but the alarms aren't going off anymore, so they're not out there. I haven't listened to my sound amp lately to see if they're in the bushes or whatever. So when I get done recording here, I'll go ahead and turn off the camera and get my sound amp and start listening again. The whole time they were in the camp, they were silent. There was no noise whatsoever. Sound amp didn't pick up anything, but my motion detectors were going off like crazy. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I have an IR floodlight, and I'm going to try to hook it up to a battery and put it on the top of my trailer on the exterior with some a switch that I can turn it off from, or turn it on from inside here, and flood the area with IR so that I can possibly get a video of them with this camera. Right now it's just too far out there, too far away for this camera to get it. But they're here. Closer than ever. They haven't come over next to the trailer yet, but maybe they'll knock on it and tell me they're finished. Till later. Well, I thought it was over, but they're back. The alarm's going off again. It's still too dark out there. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. just can't see that far with this camera. I can hardly wait until the morning to get the game cameras and see if they were able to reach that far to be able to see it. But, you know, this is something else, and it's I don't know if I want to post this on YouTube or not. People aren't going to believe this. Not without a shot of them. But looking outside, it's dark outside. All I can see is just basically outlines. I can just barely see the picnic table. And so far I count 3 of them, two big ones and one smaller one. It's kind of funny because they came in and sat down at the picnic table just like a family does. Yeah. I guess they probably sat down and ate the stuff, and the alarm just silenced, so it looks like maybe they just come back to grab whatever was left over. I did change out the discs, so I'm good to go again, but in order to do that I had to turn the light on inside the trailer, and so I probably chased them off into the bushes, and they figured it was safe to come back and grab whatever was left over of the food. They have not, as far as I know, done anything in my ice chest or my dry goods box, but that's right next to my trailer and right under the cameras. So if they're avoiding cameras, then more than likely they're not going to bother that. They won't come close to that. And you know, normally if I can get up long enough to, or get up and make the trailer creak or shift because of my body weight, or if I turn on the light, man, they're gone. But this time I was able to actually get up and peek out the window, and I think they saw me peeking out the window, and they didn't seem to care. I'm listening right now on my sound amp. You can see I got my earphones on. They're dang it, looks like I just ran out of battery power.